The Baltimore Ravens have beaten the San Francisco 49ers 33-19 as Lamar Jackson had 23 of 35 completed passes, 252 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 7 carries, and 45 rushing yards, which equals to 307 total yards. What a great Christmas day. What a momentous, joyous time of the year for Baltimore, especially on Monday Night Football. But as for the San Francisco 49ers, they did not have such a good night. Brock Purdy threw 4 interceptions. And he was hurt for a little while. It was so bad that Sam Darnold had to take over for a little bit. That's not good if Sam Darnold's taking over for you. But Christian McCaffrey had 14 carries, 103 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 6 receptions, 28 receiving yards. That equaled to 131 total yards. That was not enough, unfortunately, for him to get the job done against the Niners. Brandon Ayuk and Georgia the Jungle Kittle and Deebo Samuel had a pretty good night, but once again, not good enough for the 49ers. But does that mean that the 49ers are still number 1 in the NFC? And does that mean that the Ravens are officially the 1 seed in the AFC? Let's check and see in just a few secs, shall we? No, fortunately, the 49ers are not out of the NFC as the top seed. They still have that tiebreaker over the Eagles and Lions. They have the best strength of schedule and strength of victory. And you look at their conference record. The 49ers are 9-1. The Eagles and Lions are both 7-3. Would you like to see the 49ers losses? Now, yes, they lost to the Vikings, but that's the only NFC loss. They lost a tight one to the Browns. They lost to a healthy Bengals team with Joe Burrow. And of course, tonight they lost to the Baltimore Ravens. They don't have a good day against anybody from the AFC North, with the exception of the Pittsburgh Steelers, of course. But as for the Eagles, the 49ers had that head-to-head win over them. And, as you saw, the past 2 weeks, they got smacked by the Cowboys on Sunday night. And they lost a tight one to the Seahawks on Monday Night Football. But luckily, they ended that losing streak by beating the Giants. But they are going to have to beat the Cardinals and beat the Giants again. And hope for the 49ers to lose one of their games. Now, as for the Lions, let's look at them, shall we? Oh, good grief. Yeah, they lost a big one to the Ravens. Lost a tight one to the Seahawks. That's not good. Got beat bad by the Bears. Got beat on Thanksgiving by the Packers. Man, good grief. They couldn't get the job done against Green Bay. But they're going to need some help. Some big-time help. And it sure would help to sweep the Vikings on January 7th. And it would help to beat the Cowboys on Saturday night on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus. So the 49ers are in good shape for the 1 seed. All they have to do is win their next 2 games. They're good to go. Now let's look at the Ravens. No, they have not clinched a 1 seed yet. They haven't even clinched the AFC North yet. But they can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. On Saturday at noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS against the Miami Dolphins, as they are both in a dogfight for the 1 seed, but the Ravens have more at stake in a way. They not only clinched the AFC North with a victory against the Dolphins, but they also clinch the 1 seed, and they can sit and chill against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 18. But the Dolphins, on the other hand, as I discussed last night, the Dolphins beat the Ravens. They basically clinched the AFC East. And if they beat the Bills with that game as well, they clinched that 1 seed. But you didn't come here to be hearing me about talking about the Dolphins again. You wanted to hear about the Ravens. The Ravens win. It's not only the AFC North, but also the 1 seed as well. Now, as we know, the Baltimore Ravens are always great with Lamar Jackson. But we have seen the past playoff history of the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. In 2019, they lost to the Titans in the divisional round. Then a year later, in 2020, they lost to the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round. Unfortunately, Lamar Jackson wasn't healthy for the 2022-2023 NFL playoffs. But now he's 100% healthy. The question is, when they get to the playoffs, can they get past the divisional round? You don't want to be the Purdue basketball of the NFL. You do not want that. I can tell you that right now. You don't. You don't. And as for the 49ers, they have to beat the Commanders and the Rams to make sure they are the 1 seed in the NFC. And if you like this content, like, comment, subscribe to @JacksonJohnson979, where you can also check out some of my latest episodes of the Jacksonian. And, I wish everyone here a very happy Merry Christmas and a happy holidays to some of those that don't celebrate Christmas watching this video. And until next time, stay safe, stay warm. It's cold outside. I'll catch you next time.